Hey everybody, this is our reading lesson for Friday, April 24th. And our goal for today says I can write a sentence about the ways I can protect the earth. So before we get started talking about Earth Day, let's review our sight words. This is our first sight word. This is the word where. Spell it with me. W-H-E-R-E, where. Our next sight word is does. Spell it with me. D-O-E-S, does. And our last sight word for this week was little. Little. And today, if you would like to, this is optional, of course. You can, you can get your Play-Doh out and you can build your words. And when you are watching the sight word videos, you can use the letters you build for each word to play the mix it and fix it and the word scramble. So always a good idea to be practicing sight words, and Play-Doh makes it just a little more fun. So that would be a great idea for an activity for this afternoon. And today, well, guys, I had a great turnout, or we had great results. There we go, great results from Kahoot. Everybody seemed to like it, so I tried it again today. So we have a new Kahoot for today. This one's going to be a little bit different because today what we're doing is we're listening or focusing on the beginning sound or the first sound we hear. Okay, so again, you're going to type your name, click OK, go. And it says, what sound does blank begin with? So what you're going to see here is what sound does blank begin with? There's your question. And then you're going to see a picture. So what is this a picture of? A banana. So what is the first sound in banana? Is it b, j, or er? It is banana. All right. You guys did a great job doing that last time, and you all had some awesome scores. So enjoy playing Beginning Sounds Kahoot, and I cannot wait to see how we do on that. All right, so moving on. So Earth Day was actually on Wednesday, but we're going to talk about Earth Day and learn a little bit more about it today. So we're going to begin by watching this video, and it's going to give us some information about Earth Day.
Hi everybody! I was just getting ready for one of my favorite days of the year, Earth Day. Who's that for?
The Earth, duh! It's the Earth's birthday. I almost couldn't fit all the candles on the cake.
Earth Day isn't the Earth's birthday.
It's not?
Nope. Earth Day is a special day each year that reminds us that we must take care of the Earth.
Well, the Earth is kind of huge. Don't we all have to take care of it? Who celebrates Earth Day?
Well, Ricky, almost everybody. Let's go!
Where?
On an Earth Day World Tour. First stop, Tokyo! In Tokyo, they celebrate Earth Day with the big festival in the streets. People come from all over Japan to celebrate the Earth and learn ways to go green.
Go green? Like Shrek?
No, silly. Going green means making changes to the way you live, some big and some small, in order to be kinder to your environment.
Got it. Where to next?
South Africa. In South Africa and many other countries, they call Earth Day Mother Earth Day to celebrate the relationship between us and the Earth.
So Earth Day is still a huge party, but it's more like Mother's Day.
In Brazil, you can adopt an acre of rainforest with a simple donation.
Wow!
In Hungary, everyone rides their bicycles. In Madagascar, they have a big carnival to celebrate the Earth's big day. In the US, lots of people go to the park and plant baby trees called saplings. What's wrong, Ricky?
What am I supposed to do with all this cake? Oh wait, I know!
Here's 3 things you or anyone can do to help keep the Earth clean and healthy. Number 1, use a reusable water bottle to help reduce waste caused by plastic bottles.
Well, that's easy.
Number 2, when you brush your teeth, turn the water off while you're brushing. You could save up to 5 whole gallons of water each day.
That's a lot.
And number 3, Turn the lights off whenever you leave a room to save energy. And remember, like our friends around the world say, Mother Earth takes care of us, so we must take care of her.
Look, Ma, I'm keeping it clean.
Looks like I won't ground you, Ricky. This time.
How do people celebrate where you live? Don't forget to subscribe.
Bye.
All right, boys and girls, so we learned that Earth Day is a special day that we celebrate or that we recognize, and it's a day that kind of helps us remember things that we could be doing every day to help save our Earth and help protect our Earth. So let's take a look. Do you remember the 3 things that the little girl said we could do to help protect the Earth? Let's see. All right, well, these are the 3 things that the little girl mentioned in the video. She said, use a reusable water bottle. So I have some pictures of those. These are, you would use these, wash them out, use them again. You could use them 1,000 times instead of using plastic bottles like these where you drink out of them once and then you throw them away. This creates a lot of trash, which does not help our Earth stay clean and does not provide a healthy environment for the people, all of us, for us. Something else she mentioned was turn the water off while you're brushing your teeth. Our little friends here, you can see that their water is off. They are saving water. Because think about this, if you are brushing your teeth like these little guys are here, do you need the water on? Not the whole time. So the smart thing to do is turn it off and then just turn it on quickly while you use it. Do not let the water run. Okay. Oops. So the other thing she said was turn the lights off in the room when you leave. All you have to do is just simply, like you see in the picture here, flip the switch down or turn the switch on the lamp or whatever light you're using. Do not leave lights on when you leave the room. When you turn the lights off, you are saving energy. So these are 3 ways we just heard about in the video, but in just a second we are going to read a story and we're going to learn about a couple more ways that we can help protect the Earth and what things we can be doing every day.
All right, boys and girls, it is time for our story. And so far we've learned 3 different ways that we can help protect our Earth by just doing simple things every day. Reusing the water bottles, or using reusable water bottles, turning the water off, and turning the lights off when we leave the room. So I want you to think about this before we start. Now, those 3 things are very simple things that we can do. But do you think that it is important to do those things every day? Or is it just important to do those things on Earth Day? Well, I hope that you said every day, because in order to keep our Earth clean and healthy and provide a nice environment for all the people to live, we have to practice these things every day. So I hope that we maybe you all come up with a couple things that you can remember to try to do every day, like turning the lights off or turning the water off. So our book for today is called Earth Day Every Day. And that kind of goes along with what I was saying, where these things that we're talking about today are things that we should be trying to do every day. So I hope that, like I said, you can come up with a couple easy things that you can remember to do every day. All right, so our book for today is a little chapter book. So chapter 1 says, What a Mess. My name is Trina. I'm an Earthling. I live here on planet Earth. So do trees and bees and manatees. Unless you're from Mars, you're an Earthling too. People don't always take good care of our Earth home. We do things that hurt the Earth. We make the air dirty. We throw away too much. We waste power. Mom says people should clean up their own messes. Earthlings made this Earth mess, so we Earthlings should fix it. It's a job for everyone. Chapter 2, Miss Big Mouth. My brother calls me Miss Big Mouth, so I used my big mouth to help the Earth. Last week, I asked everyone I know to plan something for Earth Day. Today was finally the big day. Earth Day happens once a year on April 22nd. On that day, people everywhere remember to help the earth. Earth Day also reminds us to take care of Earth all year long. My teacher taught my class how to plant trees. Everyone got to help. Someday our trees will grow to be much taller than we are. They'll make good homes for birds. You can also plant special gardens to feed bees and butterflies. And trees and plants aren't just helpful to animals, they also clean the air we all breathe. My friends formed an Earth Day club. We had our first meeting at lunch. Earth's problems mean problems for animals too. Even my favorite tigers are having troubles. So our club decided to save money to help animals. People have formed many groups to help animals in trouble. The groups find ways to protect animals and the places they live. They study the animals to figure out new ways to help them. You can learn more about these groups on the internet. Ask your teacher or a parent to help you look. Chapter 3, My Family's Earth Day. My family and neighbors had an Earth Day trade. Everybody brought stuff they didn't need anymore. We traded for things we want. Mom wouldn't let me trade my brother, so I traded an old puzzle for a soccer ball. It's better for the earth when we reuse old things. Reuse means to use something again. Then it doesn't end up in the trash. You also don't need to buy new things. Trading and reusing helps the earth. Now my family is having a special Earth night. We turned off the TV and the computer. That way we don't use as much power. Instead, we're playing board games. My dog Daisy and I are winning. Using power can make the air dirty. So turn off lights and machines whenever you can. Play outside. Yay, instead of playing video games. Saving power helps save the earth. So turning the lights off goes right along with this idea here, guys. Maybe you can use your big mouth too? Together we can talk to everyone about helping the earth. We'll ask people to make it Earth Day every day. Then we can all find other ways to save the earth tomorrow. All right, boys and girls. So I hope you liked that story, and I hope that you listened, and I hope that you have some good ideas, because now what we are going to do is we're going to start our writing assignment. And in just a minute, we're going to make a list of all the things that we learned today that we can do at home or at school or with our friends and our neighbors. We're going to list some of those things that we talked about, and then we are going to write about them. So let's get going. So I've got my list already done, and what I did to make my list was I thought about the things I heard in the video today, and I thought about the things I read in the book. So my list here has use reusable water bottles, turn the water off, turn lights off. Something you can do with an adult is plant trees. You could trade old things that you may not want anymore for new things. And those aren't going to be new things from the store, but maybe they're also old things that in the story they traded with their neighbors. The kids found things that they didn't want anymore. The neighbors did the same, and they traded things. So when you trade old things, you actually are trading for something new because it's new to you. That's also called reusing. Something else in the story that I remembered was it said to turn off the TV and video games. And instead of watching TV and playing video games, the family played board games together, and they talked about going to play outside. So that's a great list of things that we can do to protect the earth. So now if we go to our writing assignment, it says April 22nd is Earth Day. And Earth Day was actually on Wednesday, but we're talking about it today. It says, what are 3 things you can do to help protect our planet? And if you look at our worksheet here, there's something here called a word bank. And a word bank are just ideas that we can use for our writing today. So in the word bank, it says recycle, We could take the bus instead of driving our own car. We could ride your bike, plant a tree, reuse bags. So like maybe grocery bags when you go to Walmart, if you have a lot of those bags left over, you can keep them and use them for other things. Sometimes, guys, that's what you use to take your stuff home if you forgot your book bag at school. And the last thing on here says use less water. So use less water. Think about that real quick. How can you use less water? Well, we've talked about that, and it's on our list here. It's something we saw in the video. You can simply use less water by just turning the water faucet off. So when you're brushing your teeth, turn it off. Don't let the water run. If you're helping mom wash the dishes, turn the water off. Don't let it just keep going and going and going. All right, so now if we're moving down to the writing part of our assignment, you already have a sentence starter. It says 3 activities I can do to help protect our planet are, and then I chose 3 things that I think I can do, or a couple of these are things that we already do at my house. So I wrote recycle, turn off the lights. This is something that Kaylin is terrible at. You can find her by following the trail of lights that she leaves. So this is something that we definitely need to practice more in my house. And then the last thing I wrote was reuse bags. Like I said, I keep all of my grocery bags and we reuse those for all kinds of things. So those are 3 things I know that I can do and my family can do every day to help protect our earth. Because remember, when we're learning about Earth Day today, one important thing that we learned was the things that we're talking about are not things that we only do one day a year. These are things that we should be doing every day to help protect the earth and keep it clean and make it a nice place for everyone to live. So the very last thing after you write your sentence, boys and girls, I want you to choose one of those things that you wrote about, and I want you to try to draw a picture of it. All right? So I'm looking forward to seeing all of your ideas. Also, like if you have an idea other than something that we've talked about here or that is on the list, please feel free to use that. I would love to see what you come up with. So just have mom or dad take a picture of the worksheet when you are done, and I can't wait to see it. Thanks for listening, guys.